What's going on, everyone? Back with some more Suns news. So free agency obviously started yesterday. I did a live stream when free agency first started the other day. Got to For those of you that stopped by, you got to see some funny reactions on some of the signings. And I did a video earlier about Kyrie Irving going back to Dallas. And now I'm going to be giving my thoughts on the news that the Suns have done so far, the signings that they've done. I'm going to go by each free agency signing that they've done so far. And today's July 1st, and I'm making this video at 4:15 p.m. So for all we know, the Suns might not be done making moves yet. But as of right now, I'm just going to treat it like they are done making moves because I think we got around 15 players on our roster right now. So by that, I'd say we're done making moves. But once again, you never know. So I'm going to start off with the players that we re-signed, and Damian Lee is the first one. I like that we re-signed Damian Lee. We bring him back on a 1-year deal. He shot extremely well from the three-point line last season. Let me zoom in real quick. He shot really good from the three-point line last season. Basically, he was the highest percentage from three on our team. So I'm glad that we got him back for at least next season. And he's a really good bench piece in case we need him or in case we got players injured as well. He can come up and do his part. So good re-sign for Phoenix. The next one, the Suns are re-signing Josh Okogie. Now, I don't know the details of the contract still. I don't know if it came out. I'm pretty certain it's on a 1-year deal, but it still hasn't shown like the trade details, how much we're paying him and how long it is. But even if it's for 1 year, this is a really good re-sign too. Basically, I don't know if we're going to be starting him at the 3 spot, the small forward, like we did last year. Well, occasionally him and Torrey Craig would take turns out of the starting lineup, but if he's starting or if he's off the bench, we have his defense, played really good defense for us last year. The only concern I have with Okogie for next season is his 3-point shooting, because if you guys watched the Denver series, he was just sitting in the corner a lot, couldn't knock down his corner threes, which led to the Nuggets going on a couple big runs against us, especially early in the series. But as far as the defense goes, this is a great re-sign for Phoenix. We got Josh Okogie back for at least 1 year. Now, the new players on our team. So you guys probably already knew ever since we got Kevin Durant, to be honest, that we needed a bench. So I'm sure there's some fans out there that are saying, why are we signing bench players and not trying to get – I mean, we already have 3 superstars. So, I mean, this free agency for us was specifically for our bench. And so we signed Keita Bates-Diop from San Antonio to a 2-year, $5 million deal. Now, a lot of people are saying that this is a scrub signing for us. But, I mean, me personally, this is a really good bench piece. He's 6'9". He averaged a career high in points last year. I know it's only 9 points, but, still a career high. He shot 51% and 39% from 3. And, I mean, clearly we need 3-point shooters, but another thing that we needed was height, because DeAndre Ayton has a hard time getting rebounds. Keita Bates-Diop, he's an underrated rebounder, underrated defender. And we just need extra height, especially because Jock Landale, who signed with the Rockets recently. So we needed an extra height. And honestly, that's what the Suns did a lot. As far as their signings go, they signed a lot of tall people, which is a key piece for us, and especially because Frank Vogel always has those kind of guys where they look like they're not going to do much with us, but somehow Frank Vogel turns them around, kind of like how he did with Alex Caruso. So something like that. I think this is an underrated signing. It's a 2-year deal with a player option for the 2nd year. So we'll see what happens. But he's 27 years old. He's very young. This is a really good signing for us. Okay, I still have a hard time pronouncing this guy's name. Chimezi Metu. Guaranteeing you I'm saying that wrong. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. When this signing first happened, I didn't even know who the heck this guy even was. But then I looked at his stats from last year. It's a 1 year deal, by the way. He's 6'9". He spent his entire career so far with Sacramento. He averaged 5 points last year. Obviously, he was a bench player. He played in 66 games last year, and he shot 49% last season. So, I mean, I don't really see him getting that much playing time compared to all the other big guys that we got. But, I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, in case someone gets injured or in case someone's not really doing that well, I feel like this is a guy that can really come off the bench and do certain good things in key moments when we need, such as rebounding or defending. Once again, this free agency was completely due for our bench. So I don't really know how to feel about this signing just yet, but we'll see what happens. Once again, it's a 1 year deal. So we'll see what happens. The next one, and I'm pretty sure this was the first signing that the Suns did yesterday, as far as adding new players to their team. They signed Drew Eubanks to a 2 year deal with a player option for the second year. Now, I knew who he was, but I didn't really watch any film on him. I didn't really know like what kind of player he was, but he's 6'10", averages 6 points in his career, so not the best, and 60% shooting from the field. So, and last season, 6 points a game in 78 games last year and 5 rebounds. So, I mean, this is I can when this signing first happened, that's when I knew Jock Landale wasn't going to come back to our team because I feel like Drew Eubanks, he's kind of like Jock Landale. He's tall. He can come off the bench and get rebounds if Ayton's not really doing too hot on that. And he can really step up when guys like Ayton and Torrey Craig need a breather, etc. So that's the kind of guy I could see Drew Eubanks being on this team next season. If DeAndre Ayton's having kind of a bad game, hypothetically, or if he just needs a breather in general, Eubanks could be the guy that comes off the bench and able to get rebounds, set up possessions for our shooters. So I like the signing. Really underrated signing. Pretty much all of our signings except for one were underrated, but and I'm about to get to the underrated one or the not the one that wasn't underrated in a second. But for the most part, I like the signing. Now we gave a few of these players a player option for some reason. I don't know why, but Eubanks, he's 26 years old. It should be a really good signing. I think it is, but we'll see what happens. Last and most certainly not least, this is the guy I really wanted. So the Suns signed Yuta Watanabe to. I'm pretty sure it's a 1 year deal. I don't think the details came out yet. Yeah, the terms of the deal were not disclosed. So this is the guy that I really wanted, especially off the bench. And I'm pretty sure Kevin Durant made this call too, because if you guys don't know, Watanabe and KD played together in Brooklyn, and he was one of KD's favorite teammates. He had a career high and one of the league's best 44% from the 3-point line a year ago for the Nets, and he shot 51% from corner threes. So obviously, this is a really great signing. We had a big issue from the 3-point line, especially in the playoffs last season. So obviously, we needed some 3-point shooters out there, especially coming off the bench too, because our bench was horrendous in the playoffs. We didn't really have guys that can really set up some momentum for us. But this is a guy that can really do that, especially in Frank Vogel's system. I feel like he could play some really good defense occasionally because he is, I think, 6'9", I think it said. So he can occasionally play some really good defense too. And when our shooters like Devin Booker, KD, Bradley Beal, whoever's on the court and the defenses are focusing on, Watanabe can just sit in the corner, and if he's left open, dish it out to him and sink the 3-pointers. So this was probably the best signing for Phoenix. I feel like if this signing didn't happen, then our free agency wouldn't have been as that good as it is. But this was by far the best signing that the Suns did the other day. So, and not just that, just the re-signings of Okogie and Damian Lee were amazing as well. So those are the moves that the Suns have made so far, and those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that the Suns signed the right players for the team next season? Let me know what you guys think. How much better do you guys think our bench got? Let me know in the comments. But with that being said, guys, we'll see if the Suns make more moves, and if they do, I'll make another video on it. But with that being said, guys, have a great rest of your day, and I'm going